Do not compare someone's year 15 to your year 1. Where you currently are in life is where you are supposed to be. The key components that will help elevate you and take you to the dream life that you desire is going to take intentionality, consistency, discipline, awareness. Those are the things that are going to take you far. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Briefly is me. If you're new to my channel, hey. If you're a friend to the channel already, hey friend. If you know it's never too late to be a part of this community, you just have to hit the like and subscribe button down below, okay? Because as you know, on my platform, I discuss self-love, wellness, healing, how to get to your true and authentic self, and all of that good stuff. Because you know, like I said, I'm a one-stop shop for a lot of things, okay? And today's topic, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I feel like because we are currently living in the social media era where the images that we see, someone's success, we deem because we are not where they are, that is a failure or we are set back. And I just want to say this, do not compare yourself to anyone on any one of these platforms. And in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to not allow yourself to fall into the trap of comparison and to feel that you are not successful because of the measurements of society, okay? And I got a couple story times for y'all, all right? And I just kind of wanted to start this off by saying, like, has there ever been a time where I've maybe looked at a post or watched a popular YouTuber and compared their then to where I am now and have felt like, dang, you know, they're young, they're getting it, they're doing it. And I'm just like, I'm nowhere near that. Well, I'm here to tell you, stop it. Stop it. Do not compare their day 350 to your day 2. What is going to happen is you are going to go into a downward spiral of thinking that you are either deemed a failure or you are behind, or you're just going to fall into the pits of like, I need to do more, I need to do more. When in actuality, you are perfect where you are and you need to build on where you currently are in this season of your life. And like I said, I am guilty of seeing certain images and thinking, man, I want that. Let me give y'all a little story time, okay? So I remember just watching a lot of people that had these designer bags and designer items and thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, like, is that what success ultimately looks like? Is that what luxury is? I need to go ahead and get me an expensive purse to state and showcase that I have also made it. So I remember like looking online and seeing this Louis Vuitton purse, probably about, I think it was like $1,700 or more, because we know those prices have gone up astronomically, okay, with this inflation. But I remember seeing that bag and like minutes away from swiping my card for this bag. And I had to kind of like pause and think to myself, okay, you're gonna buy this $1,700 bag. Now granted, I have the money in the account, but I was like, for what reason? For what reason exactly? Is it because the constant images that have been fed into your head, that is what is deemed luxury and luxury only? Is that what it's deemed, you know, being in the elite, the upper echelon, the super classy? So I had to stop myself and say like, okay, although I would love that bag, I'm thinking of the maintenance required to maintain that bag. And I can kid you not, if I buy me or swipe my card for something that's $1,700, especially if it's a purse, listen, that purse ain't gonna be on the floor. It's gonna be up in the closet. You know, it's gonna get wiped down with the best of the best products. Um, and I'm just like, see, already that's too much. That's too much that I have to do. So I've always felt that there is no need for me to tote around a nice bag for me to deem myself worthy. That's not the only thing. I have definitely done it with relationships, these couple goals. And let me tell you something. There are beautiful couples out there that curate these gorgeous vacation photos or gorgeous pictures together and matching outfits and everything like that. And they're, putting out their like couple goals. And that's what a lot of people are falling into. And I just want to say this. Stop that. Stop that. You shouldn't envy anyone's relationship other than your own, and you should take the beats and bits and pieces of what you see from people. I don't need you getting out of your relationship simply because Tom and Jane's relationship over there looks healthy and they're doing everything perfect. And from what I can see, they're doing everything perfect, and that's why their relationship and their marriage is working so great. Let me tell you something. The one thing about social media is definitely a smoke and mirrors place, and it is definitely a place where people are just showing you an increment of their lives. They're not showing you the whole story. And I just want to say, to my own experience, my last relationship that I was in, if I had posted any of those pictures, you would see a smiling, happy, person. You would see like a couple enjoying themselves, enjoying life. Well, let me tell you something. Behind closed doors, I'm not gonna say the relationship was bad. It wasn't all bad, but there were definitely parts that I'm just like, why am I with this person? Like, so I kid you not, those couples, and like I said, it's a select few. There are people that will post pictures of, relationship goals and vacation and all this stuff. And trust and believe, you just only want to look at those images and not be envious of that life or want that exact life that the person has. Maybe you look at things and you're like, okay, I want someone that's thoughtful. Pull certain characteristics or create your own characteristics that you may see that you may want to be mimicked in your relationship. You want respect. You want someone that is chivalrous. You want someone that is about community. Those are the things that are like important. But child, envying people because of the vacation pics that they take. I want to say that social media truly creates, and people tend to create this illusion of perfection that does simply not exist. And so when we see those images and we watch those videos, we are comparing their life to our own. And if you are someone that's self-aware, obviously this may not affect you, but you will have your slip ups where you'll watch all these images and they'll constantly be put, whether through your feed, whether through advertising. Be mindful of what it is that you watch. The importance of guarding your heart is simply to not look at images and want exactly what that person has, is to not envy what that person has, is to not assume that is where you should be in life. Do not use anyone's successes to measure where you are and deem you to be a failure. So the tips that I want to give that will definitely be helpful to anyone in the space of, oh my God, but I don't want my life to look like that. Please don't. Your journey is your own, and whatever ideas you have of what you want it to look like, create that, and do not base it solely off of someone else's life and having to try and mirror that. So one of the things that I would say is clean up your feed. Clean up your feed. Listen, I love my YouTube page. I love what it stands for, what I represent. I love that I am pushing the narrative of self-love, self-healing, how to get to your true and authentic self. Notice that I emphasize on self and not depending on anyone else or pulling from anyone else. So I say this to say, you can watch my page and love some of the content that I post. Take with it will you will, and leave with it, that doesn't apply. As that saying go, chew the meat and spit out the bones. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So clean up your feed. Make sure that you are following wholesome content. You're following people that are where you want to be in terms of if you're looking to grow financially and you're watching people that are financial advisors give solid and sound advice, tips, and going in a positive direction, go for that. If you are into wellness, or looking into changing your physique, follow the pages that promote healthy forms of dieting, healthy forms of fitness. They not trying to tell you to drink 50 lemon teas. They're not trying to tell you lose a ton of weight. They're not on there berating or putting down anyone about their size. They're simply giving you tools to educate you and inform you on the proper ways to build certain physiques, to build or to gain muscle, to also encourage proper and healthy nutrition. If you are looking into relationship stuff, do not or be mindful of the couples that you follow. Follow people that inspire, follow people that are honest and are transparent. I know we don't all want to air our dirty laundry, but there are people who give simple tips on, hey, fun and interesting date nights, hey, best and important communication styles, as well as the self-work that they've done, the accountability that they've done. Those are helpful things. So you definitely want to make sure that you clean up your feed and who you are following. Okay, follow me now. My stuff is good. Follow me. The other thing is, I know there are all these new trends and facades that are coming out. The newest one is the soft life. I want you to be realistic where you are and realistic about where you want to go. Please do not soft life yourself into debt. I think a lot of things that I've seen in the past or most recently is people are soft lifing or living lives of luxury that includes high-end designer items that is costing a grip. Now, if you got 3 bands to spend on a purse, you got 3 bands to spend on some shoes, spend your money, honey, spend your money. But if you ain't got it and you got to eat ramen noodles the next day, yeah, you need to prioritize, okay? I can tell you, like I said, when I was going to buy a purse that was going to cost me 17 upwards for a purse, I had to stop myself because at that time I still had a car note, and I was like, so I'm really gonna go out here and spend $1,700 on a purse in my car. Like, if I don't make these payments on it, somebody can come here and take this out. So what I did is I took that money and I just paid my car off. And let me tell you something, that's luxury to me, honey. That's soft life to me, because I know I can sleep at night, and ain't no payments that need to be missed. Ain't nobody gonna come and repo my car. Okay, that's just one prime example of my soft life. I just want to not have the financial burden of I ain't got it. I just don't want to struggle. So if I have the budget, I have the budget, and I can enjoy things that are not as expensive. Okay, so be mindful of those things that come out, how people push, soft life or YOLO, or yeah, be very mindful. And remember, do not compare someone's year 15 to your year 1. Where you currently are in life is where you are supposed to be. The key components that will help elevate you and take you to the dream life that you desire is going to take intentionality, consistency, discipline, awareness. Those are the things that are going to take you far. And let me tell you something, there are people that have put in the work, and that's where they have the things that they have, or they are where they're supposed to be. And you just have to focus on your own lane and do the exact same thing. Trust me, I have been there. I have done that. I have wanted to be light years ahead, and I have wanted to accumulate and have all these things already at a particular age. But what I found myself asking is, but am I doing the work? I am not. That's the reality. That's the true and honest talk that you have to have with yourself. So do not compare your journeys. You are where you are supposed to be. And another thing that I can say that will definitely keep you in an attitude of gratitude in this journey is to simply compare. Compare with self, not with anyone else, but I want you to compare your current year, where you currently are, and maybe 5 or 10 years ago. I can honestly tell you, who could listen? I got a story, okay? I have a story. Where I currently am, I am better at financial literacy because I've educated myself on money habits, how to get better with it, budgeting, spending, whatever the case may be. Child, me 10 years ago. Listen, I get it. I'm spending it. Okay, you give me an extra, I'm spending it. I'm spending it. So my story looks different. Okay, where I lived, I used to live in a not I used to live, well, multiple places, but I used to live in a efficiency, or like a part of a section of a person's house. And that, I remember like one time or one year it was raining, and the carpet in my place, because there was like a little crack under the door, the rain would get on the carpet and it would soak it up. And every time it rained, it would soak it up in that carpet. Now the carpet and the heat in that house or in that room just would not dry out that carpet good enough, right? So then over time, a smell began to form. And let me tell you something, it smelled terrible. And I was just ready to get out of that place. And thank God for my mentor, Rev, love you so much, for coming in and replacing that carpet. Now, you ain't gotta replace no carpet. Whatever I want to do, I can do. I can move around as much as I want. And I think that's why when I got into the field that I did, and it was a traveling job, I got to choose where I wanted to be. I didn't have to stay at a particular place and just kind of like take any and everything that was there. If it was a bad situation, I would have the opportunity to move. That is my comparison of where I was then versus where I am now. In terms of my happiness too, man, I can tell you, I can look back and see, ooh, the line of emotions. I can tell you where depression was. I can tell you where I was just really down. And then now where I am, oh my goodness, I am happy. I am in this season of growing content with what I have. I am just focusing on enlarging and expanding my territory and my business alone. I am just building on myself and learning as much as I possibly can and soaking up information and passing that on to other people. So again, I did not have that mindset a couple years ago, but where I currently am, I do. And I am so fortunate enough to be able to grow in this space and share information. So that is one of the things that you can do. Again, I want you guys to just be mindful of the things that you watch and the things that you read and the things that you listen to. What you eat, what you watch, what you read plays a huge part in your mental, physical, and emotional and spiritual growth. So be intentional and be mindful of that. And do not compare. Do not compare. Nothing good ever comes of comparing your life to someone else's. It will truly rob you of your joy. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you find the information in here very useful, go ahead and share that with someone that you know might love it. All right, y'all, and to the next video.